It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Try to get it to the edge. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can.
There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches tonight.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
They go to the ground. After 45 on its way. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Sellers. That's caught, it's Sellers. Big pickup on that one, they'll mark him out at the 40. Now, LaNorris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Grabbed in the middle, it's McCray. Not a whole lot of room there, 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Looking for a man, it's Childs. Going over the top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Couldn't really get started there. Pick up a 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Jacobs. Offense. Gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Under fire. And the defense makes him play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the right. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Indiana unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wide receiver going in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on first and goal. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback looks for a little space. The Sneak scores it.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak.
Michigan State, 0.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to end. Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. He's now up to 83 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. And the Spartans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Fires left. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll give it to the back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Sparty. Well, you Can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Over the middle, it's Harvard. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway. Big play for this defense.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying play action. He caught it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone.
Touchdown, Spartan! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Harvard. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last fumble proved to be costly as they capped it. Turning it on! Got the 1st down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them: calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart, understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down, new set of downs.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. Quarterback making checks. Now from inside the red zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
This time he's got it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Gamecocks have it with a first and goal. On the ground. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. East Carolina is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Pirates fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Trying to set up the screen. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient, make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Caught near the sticks. It's Marsh. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Dropping back, it's Childs. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Down to the 48-yard line. takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
They'll try the left side. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually
unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Finds a little space. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Quickly to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Now adjusting. On the run, fires downfield. Got it! Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Pocket breaking down. Grab near the marker. It's Marsh. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
31, Michigan State, 14.
We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. He gets a block. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw again. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have...
Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback keeps it. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
To the air on 1st down. Rush is on him. The short hands. It's Boyd. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Makes the grab. It's Williams. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Back to pass. Gonna take a shot. He's got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
To the air, it's Sellers. Got his man downfield. At midfield, he's got room. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Harbor. There he goes. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Using his feet. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, in game 1 going exactly how they scripted.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Childs. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. And nobody able to handle that punt. And they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Jacobs. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on 2nd down. Bears the pressure. Breaks the tackle.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Working on the right. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They built a cushion. They built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Oh, they're after him. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The option look. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Athens. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Childs. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he reels it in inside the 30.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did. This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Just keep slinging it. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Spartans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He wants it all. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
and just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll run play action. Going for the big play. He's got it on the outside. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Turning it on. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to the running game. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.